Okay, so now the first thing that we are going to see, first we are going to log into hellocode.me. Okay, our training is going to be how you are going to use the platform. Okay, so the first thing that you are going to do is that you are going to go to the link or going to hellocode.me. Then the platform or the website will open in front of you. Of course, you can choose the English language. Okay, then you will you will sign into your teacher account. Okay, now I am signed in already, so I'm not going to sign in, but of course you know how to sign in, log in, and you can enter your username and password. When you enter your username and password, this page is going to be displayed in front of you. Okay, so we have the teacher dashboard and we have 3 tabs we are going to talk about in today's session. The first tab is going to be classrooms. When you open this tab, or it will open the classrooms page, it will show you all the classrooms that are assigned to you as a teacher. Okay, so it will show you a little brief about each class that is assigned to you. The first class, basic smoothie. The second one is 7th grade, for example, advanced smoothie. Okay, and today's session is going to be about basic smoothie, so we will be working with this course. Okay. Okay. The information here are displayed as little cards, as we said. It contains little information about each class. For example, the current course, the name of the class. Here we named it basic smoothie. We can of course name it 5A, 5B, 5C, or 4A, 4B. Sorry. And the course is going to be basic smoothie. How many numbers of students do we have in this class? Okay, and then if you click here on see details, you can see further information about this class. This is the classroom information here. As we said, the name of the class, we can edit it, of course. The name of the class, it can be, let's say, 4th grade. And we can edit here which grade this course is for. Okay, and the course name is going to be basic smoothie and save changes. Okay, and here you can also edit the time schedule for your class. Okay, you can add a new time or you can edit the current one. Okay, if you want to set a new time, you can choose the day from here. And for example, you give this class this for grade 4, they take it here on Thursday from this time. You can select it from here, for example, from let's say 11 a.m. to, for example, to 11:30. And we can save the changes here. And now we added a new time for this class. Okay. Okay. Okay, I saved it. Okay, anyway. Then this is the first part. When you click here on the class, it will be the first part. It looks like it didn't save it here. But and you figured it out how we can set the time for our classes. It was not taken. Okay. This is the first part, as we said. The second part of this page, here it will show you 2 tabs, student guide and the teacher guide. Okay, now we are on the student guide. Here it shows you information about the students that are enrolled in this class. Okay, the student name, the username the student uses to enter the or to sign in or to log in, and the skills score. We will talk about the skills score soon, but first let's talk about those. As this student name is, it will be the name of your student. Okay, for example, Ahmed, for example, Adam, any name, the name of your student. The username here, it's usually a number, Okay, and it's the, as we said, it's the username the student is going to use to log in into the platform. What other actions can I do for those students that are in my class? Okay, we will click here. You can reset the password for those students. Initially, we provide passwords, but students can also change their passwords once they have their accounts. Okay, they can reset their password. Okay, they can type in the new password here and they can reset it. And what else can we do with students? We can also edit. Sorry. We can remove from classroom. What do I mean by remove from classroom? I am removing this student from this classroom. That does not mean that I am deleting their account in any means, okay? So I am only removing them from the classroom. Let's say that there is a hallway and the non-assigned students, they are going to be in the hallway. They are waiting to be assigned. So when I'm removing the student from the classroom, I am putting the student in the hallway for them to be assigned into another classroom. Okay, I can also edit the student name from here, and I can also edit the student username. Okay, those two I can edit them from here. Okay, so far so good. Okay, let's now log in using the student account. Let's see how the platform is going to look when we log in using the student account. Okay, let's go to Hello Code. And now we will sign in or log in using the student account. Okay, once the student logs in, it will display the course that the student is enrolled to, okay? The only course the student can access. We show several courses, but the only course the student can access, is the one that he or she are enrolled to. Okay, let's click here, play level. When we click on play level, it will take me to the My Word page. What does the My Word page contain? First, it contains a brief or a little description for this course, the basic SMIDI course, okay? And it contains the lessons that are within this course, okay? So here we have 20 lessons. The student is expected to finish all of them by the end of the academic year, okay? So if you want to start a lesson, all you have to do is to click here and the lesson will start. As we know, lessons here are in a video form. So students are going to watch a video for them to learn the lesson. Okay, let's watch the first lesson.
Oh, let's play hide and seek. Oh, I'm sorry. Ah. We're donating to good causes. Oh.
Okay, so now students have watched the first video. All students will watch this video. You can let students watch it together or individually, okay? After students watch the video, they are going to click on the next button here. And when they click on the next button, they will have a group of multiple choice questions that they will answer. They are related to what they watched in the video, okay? So let's answer them together. Computers understand human languages. Now I will, on purpose, answer some questions incorrectly, okay? Computers understand computer languages. Okay, when the student answers not correct, when the answer of the student is not correct, it will show you that your answer is not correct and that what is the correct answer. Computers understand programming languages. False. Programming languages are used to give computer orders. Okay, next. Now I will answer correctly. Programming is writing orders to the computer using a human language. Sorry. Okay, it will show you when you answer it correctly as well, it will show you. Programming is speaking to the computer loudly. False. And a programmer is someone who writes orders to the computer using programming languages. True. Okay, a programmer is someone who writes orders to the computer using a programming language. An end user is someone who uses computer application. An end user is someone who uses computer applications. False. Let me see. An end user is someone who fixes physical. Let's say true. Okay, and now once your questions are done, you will click submit, and your when the students answer, they will be submitted to the teacher, okay? Okay, let's go back to the teacher account. And let's see now what happens. Since the student answered the first question, you can see here that the skills score has changed and the student has gained 3 skills out of 31. What do I mean by that? Now, let me demonstrate something first. When the course is created, a number of skills or expected skills students that are going to acquire by the end of the course, we set a number of skills that we expect students to acquire by the end of the course. Here for this course, we have 31 skills that students should acquire by the end of the course. And they are divided according to the lessons. Every time the student answers a group of questions related to a lesson, the skills score will differ and the skills rate will differ and the questions rate also will differ. Now we have so many numbers. Let's explain those numbers, okay? The skills score here, it tells me that the student has gained or has acquired 3 out of 31, which are the total number of skills for this course. The student has gained 3 skills out of 31. The skills rate, if we want to say that the rate of what the student has acquired, if we want to transform this number into a rate or a percentage, it will be 10%. Okay, the number of the questions that the student answered correctly. Here I was, the student answered, or the student faced or had to solve 10 questions, okay? 5 of those 10 questions were answered correctly by the student, okay? So this means there are 5 wrong questions. Questions rate, let's say also here we are transforming or displaying it as a percentage, 5 out of 10. Okay. That's not all. Let's see here also. Let's see here the assessment result. Okay, we said that when the course is designed, we set a group of skills that we expect students to acquire by the end of the course. Of course, those skills, as I said, they are divided on lessons. So for each lesson, we have a group of skills. For this lesson, we have 4 skills, okay? How does the questions work? How do questions work on the platform? So each skill added to the lesson or to the course, we set a number of questions that are related to this skill specifically. Okay, so for example, the first skill is going to be recognized programming language term. Okay, so we will add 3 questions related to this skill and so on for all of the skills on each lesson. Okay, now if I click here, I will see the questions that were presented to the student. Okay, and what did the student answer for each of those questions? Okay. You can see also the red flag. It means that the student did not answer any correct answer regarding this skill. Okay. Another thing. Now you will see here recognize programming term. This is the second skill or the second outcome. If I click here, you will see that only 2 questions here, not 3 like above. Why? When the student answers 2 of the 3 questions correctly for a specific skill or a specific outcome, the third question is not going to be displayed because the student answered the first 2 correctly. However, if the student answers one of those 2 incorrectly, the third question is going to be displayed. Okay, so if they answered the first 2 correctly, there's no need for the third question. However, if one of those questions were answered incorrectly, we will need to present or display the third question for the student. So this is the second outcome or the second skill, and this is the third one, also 2 questions. Okay, the fourth one, sorry. You will see that I have 3 questions because I answered 1 incorrectly, and the third one that was displayed, I also answered it incorrectly. Also something else, look here, we have the green flag here, and it will show me the percentage or how did the student perform on the questions of this skill. So 33%, it means that 1 correct answer, 102 correct answers, 0, no correct answers at all, okay? Here it could be 66 also. Okay, how can I see this from the teacher account? We showed it from the teacher account, sorry. How can I view it from the student account? Now, if I click here, completed, you can see, and I can watch the video again, of course. If I click next here, watch, it will show me that you have already answered the questions. Your assessment results are, your assessment results as below. Okay, and you can see here, the student can also view their answers as well. Okay, let's go back. Okay, now the first question is done and completed. I want to start the second lesson, but you can see that it's locked. Okay, why it's locked and how can I unlock it? The student, the teacher, sorry, is the only one who can unlock the lesson. Students cannot unlock lessons on their courses. Why? Because some students, they finish faster than others. Some students, they will need more time than others to finish their tasks. But if we allow students to start their lessons manually by themselves, this will be so much trouble for the teacher. Why? Because since this is a platform and an online platform, and students, they are handed or they are given a username and password at the beginning of the course, that means that they can access the platform from home as well, not only from school. And they can make their own progress at home, which means that they can finish the course in less time than a semester time. Okay, this is the first concern. The second concern, that some students are going to finish 3 lessons in one class, while others will remain on the first lesson. and that's not organized, and it's considered chaos. So to help teachers organize this issue, what did we do? We added the locked feature. The locked feature means that the student cannot access this lesson unless the teacher unlocks it. Okay, so let's see how can we as a teacher unlock our lessons. Let's go back here. Okay, now I want to unlock the lessons for this class. I will choose the lesson and I will click unlock. Now, if I click here, you will see that I opened or I unlocked this lesson and I can watch it now. Let's okay, so this is the second lesson, and here students, they will be introduced to what the objects, okay, and what actions and properties can objects do, and they will start to classify them into an action or into a property. Okay, let's click next. And as well, there will be a set of questions students are expected to answer. Okay, so I will answer them quickly. Okay. Okay, so now we have finished 2 lessons. Let's go back to the teacher account. Now, I want to mention something. Of course, you don't teach one student, and of course, you don't only have one classroom. Okay, so clicking on each student and viewing their results individually is going to be a waste of time. Instead, you can click here on progress, okay, and you can select the classroom that you want to check the results and which lesson do you want to check. Okay, so the first lesson is going to be Hello Smoothie, and you can review, of course, now because I only have one student in this class, but of course your classes are going to be more than one. So you will click again from where? From here, progress, and you will choose the classroom and you will choose the lesson, okay? And it will show you all the assessment results on this lesson here. What do I mean? How many of the skills, how many skills did the student acquire, and how many answers, how many questions were answered correctly as well, okay? From where, as we said, from progress. Okay, let's go back to the classroom here. And I want to unlock another lesson because we are going to talk about something new now. I will unlock the first 5. Okay, I want you to see that I have this type of lesson on top of the lesson. But now I have something called code. What is the difference between the lesson of the type lesson and the lesson of the type code? Let's see, it's going to be a video as well. And I prefer not to watch the video together because it's going to take some time, and as I know that our time is limited, so we will skip watching the video, or if you want to watch it, you can tell me what would you like. Do you want to watch the video or should I skip the video? Okay, I will watch the video. Okay, we will skip the video because it's similar to the previous ones. Okay, but I will just forward here because at the end of the video we will see something. Oh, sorry. Okay, so in this little series, I'm going to start learning about the coding environment and where to write their codes. Okay, and after that, after they see that in the video, they are required to finish a task. Now, it's not going to be a multiple choice question, of course. Okay, we will click next, and as we can see, it will take me where? It will take me to the Smoothie IDE or the coding, or where am I going to write my code? And what did Greeno say at the end of the video? It's your turn, draw a big circle. Help Fredo draw a big circle. Look here, Greeno is here to give us some hints, sorry. Greeno is here to give us some hints. And the first hint was, add a big circle with 400 as width and 400 as height. Okay, let's see. I will write it. I will not follow the rules that Greeno is telling me. Okay, I will write 100 and 400. Now this is correct. I added the shape. Okay, but let's see. Now I added the shape. However, the circle dimensions are width 400 and height 400. So it means, and you can see here, there's no submit or there's no next button. Okay, why? Because my answer is not exactly what I am requested to do. Okay, so I should be very specific here. I will write 400 here as well. And I will click run. And now the shape is added correctly here. Congrats, you can move on to the next episode. Okay, now you can see that this button is now visible. I will click here. After the student writes the code, there will be some questions related to the video they will have to answer. One thing I want to mention here, that the student cannot submit this task if it was not written correctly. What does that mean as well? That means the teacher does not have to or to check on the students' performance on the code. Why? Because by default, it will only be sent when it's correct, okay? So this is going to be less effort on the teacher, okay? I will answer the question. Okay. Now let's see here. I will go back here to the teacher account. Now we saw the progress on the questions of the on the lessons of the type lesson. How can I view the code that, of course, as we said, that they did not submit it unless it was true. But if I, as a teacher, want to view my students' codes, I will click here, code review, and it's going to be a lesson. Why? Because it's a lesson of the type code, but it's a lesson, okay? Because they watched the video and they answered some questions after the task. So I will click the classroom here, and it will show me all the codes of the lesson code type that students wrote, okay? Meaning what? Meaning that all the codes for this lesson of all students, because it has the type code here. So this means that I will view all the codes that the student submitted on this lesson. And here it will show me what is the lesson I am viewing. You can click here and it will show you the code the student wrote. Okay, you can disapprove or approve it now because it's correct. And if you just want to give a feedback that you viewed the students' work, and you can either here type the reply that you want, or you can choose from those ready replies and click send comment. Now, a notification will be sent to the student account to let the student know that there was feedback from your teacher on one of your codes. Okay, what's not? Yes, here. This is the notification. Good job. Okay, you can click to review the code here. Okay, good job. Now let's go back. Click here, close it. Okay, this is the first type of code review. Let's go back to the student account. Now we are on lesson number 4. I will skip this video because we watched videos.
Coding has never been this easy. Now it's your turn. Tell Brando to draw Reno's head and what him.
Okay, and they are also required to write a code, and as we said, it has to be correct. First, add a wall object with 300 as width and 300 as, here let's write it quickly, wall as rectangle, 300, 300, run. And now change the wall color to yellow, so wall dot change color, yellow. Students should know that the spelling must be correct to change the color, meaning if I write it like that, it's not going to change. And look here, what is green saying? The wall color should be yellow, okay? The correct spelling of the color. And now let's add the Greeno's head. And it's going to be head as ellipse with 210, 200. Okay, and now we are going to change Greeno's head color, head change color to green. And congrats. Next. Again, you can view here. Choose the 4th grade here. Let's reload. And now we have 2 lessons of the type code. You can view their codes. It will show you the status, whether it was accepted or pending, whether it was submitted or resubmitted, who is the student that submitted this code. Okay, now let's go here to the student account again. Okay. Okay. Okay, the third type of lessons that the students will be introduced to or are going to learn with is the lesson of the type challenge. Okay, now what is the difference between challenge lesson and a code lesson or a lesson of the type lesson? Here, students, look here, start lesson 0 out of 8. If we click here, we will have challenges. Here, students are not going to watch a video and answer a group of questions afterwards. No, now it's time to practice the concepts and the what they have learned in the previous lessons. Now it's time to put them in action and write some code. Okay, we have 4 easy challenges and we have 4 hard challenges. However, students don't have to finish the 8 lessons before moving to the next lesson because it's going to take lots of time. What did we do? If the student wants to move on to the next lesson, they have to finish 1 easy challenge and 1 hard challenge. Okay, let's click here and the wheel will spin. Okay, it will randomly choose an easy challenge for the student to solve. Okay, they have to start coding. What is the difference now here between the challenge lesson and the code lesson? Here, students, they can write freely, okay? They can write freely, they don't have to, and Greeno is not here to help, okay? So they can write whatever they want, and the teacher will view their work and give them feedback, okay? So you can see the project goal from here. If I forgot what am I requested to do, I can view it from here, the project goal. And let's write here, for example, I will not write exactly. For example, here, circle is ellipse with 100 and 100. I will click run. And as you can see, you can submit. Okay, let's click submit. And this is the name of the challenge, 2 circles. Let's click submit. Here it shows you the teacher is going to take for 1 week to view your project. Click yes. Okay, let's go back to the teacher account now. And here, let's click again here. Let's reload this page. And now let's select the classroom. It will show you the challenges that the students here in the second part, challenges, the challenges that students submitted, okay? But as we said, teachers need to check on those submissions because it's not sure that they did it correctly, okay? So click here, and if you as a teacher want to view the project goal, click here on 2 circles, and it will show you the project goal. Does it match? No, disapprove. You can say, please, for example, your project, please complete the task, and you can click send comment. Now the student will receive a notification. Let's go to my world. A notification should appear. As you can see here, I finished 1, okay? But here, yes, you can see also here, disapproved 1. If you click here on the bell here, it will show you that there is 1 disapproved project, okay? Click here, what did the teacher say? You see, the teacher said, complete this task, okay? It was disapproved. I can write, for example, circle dot change red. I can submit it again. Now you can see the status here of the students on the project. You can see here it was disapproved. Was it resubmitted? Yes. What time was it submitted at, and when did the student update the? Okay. As I don't know, my friend told me that the session is going to be from 1 to 1:45, but we did not start at 1. We started at 1:07 because we were waiting for the teachers to join. You can tell me if I should stop now or should I continue? Okay, the last one here, I just want to mention this quickly, the projects here. What do I mean by projects? The projects are the free projects that students are they can write freely. They are not in the scope of the course, okay? So maybe you as a teacher have prepared a task for them or have prepared a project of your own and you want students to practice. Or maybe you as a teacher want to open the IDE in front of them and practice writing the code in front of them. Not that you have the, you can see that previously the IDE opened only when there was a task. But if there was a task, how can I open the IDE? I will click here and I will click on Smoothie IDE. And I can write any code I want here, okay? It does not have to follow a specific task or a requirement. And you can change the name of the project here. New project, for example, the name, and you can save the name here. And you can also write as we said, X is rectangle with 100 and 100 and run, and you can save the project. Now, submitted successfully. If you click here, my projects, you will see here, playground projects. The playground projects are the projects that I, as a teacher, added or saved in my account. This is the latest one, okay? New project, this is the latest one. They differ from the course project, and you can see them here more clearly in the student account. Here, if I click here, playground, Smoothie IDE, if you gave your students a homework, let's say, of a task that you created, okay? So you can write here, X is, and run, and you can save it here, circle, okay, save the name and submit. If students go to my projects here, they will see playground projects and courses projects. Playground projects, that these are the projects that they save and they do freely. They are not related to the course project. The course projects are the tasks that are within the course. Okay. Okay. By this, we have covered almost everything that you as teachers are concerned with to start your education or to start educating students on HelloCode.me. I will be more than glad to help in any future requests or concerns. You can always reach me out or any of our team. And thank you for your day, and I will be glad to hear from you. Thank you all so much. So, do you have any questions? Do you have any questions?
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, thank you so much. It's cleared now. I don't think so they have any question. Yes, teacher, if you have any question, you can ask now. And like if we will implement this one and if we face any difficulties, so we can contact you. Is there any WhatsApp or
Any help needed, we are glad to help.
okay. Is there any
Hello?
WhatsApp number so we can contact quickly?
Yes,
Hello?
you can contact us. And we will be there and we will provide the required.
Hello?
Hello. Yes, hello.
Yes, I have a question. How can we find the passwords for each student?
The students' passwords are here. If you are a teacher, you can find students' passwords here. And we will provide them to you at the beginning of the year. They are provided to you in an Excel sheet, but you can find it here.
No,
Okay.
sorry, we have got only one Excel sheet. There is like dummy password and username
Yeah.
for the each grade actually. 4, 5, 6. Yeah.
Usually at the beginning of the year, the password is the same as the username, okay? But
Okay.
students, they tend to forget their passwords or usernames. So
Okay.
anytime the student forgets their passwords, they can reset it quickly. From here, you can write any new password and click reset password and it will be reset. We recommend typing those passwords and distributing them to students at the beginning of the year. Any other questions?
Yes, teacher, if you have any question, please ask now.
Okay, I suppose there are no questions.
No, they don't have any question.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you so much to presenting in English. It's really helpful. I hope that we will implement properly in our school. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a good day.